The Bentvueghels, Dutch for birds of a feather, were a society of mostly Dutch and Flemish artists active in Rome from about 1620 to 1720. They are also known as the Schildersbent, painters' clique. Activities. The members, which included painters, etchers, sculptors and poets, all lived in different parts of the city, mostly the parishes of Santa Maria del Popolo and San Lorenzo in Lucena in the north of the city, and came together for social and intellectual reasons. The group was well known for its drunken, Bacchic initiation rituals, paid for by the initiate. These celebrations, sometimes lasting up to 24 hours, concluded with group marching to the Church of Santa Costanza, known popularly at the time as the Temple of Bacchus. There they made libations to Bacchus before the porphyry sarcophagus of Constantina, now in the Vatican museums, which was considered to be his tomb because of its Bacchic motifs. A list of its members may still be seen in one of this church's side chapels. This practice was finally banned by Pope Clement XI in 1720. Although predominantly made up of Flemish and Dutch artists, a few other members were admitted, including Joachim von Sandrit and Valentine de Boulogne. Despite the rowdy nature of these initiations, an intellectual quality was maintained. Joachim von Sandrit, for example, wrote in his 1675–1679 book, Deutsche Akademie der Edlen Bau, Bild und Malerkunst, German Academy of the Noble Arts of Architecture, Sculpture and Painting, that his baptism included reasoned discourses, undertaken by French and Italians, as well as by Germans and Netherlanders, each in his own tongue. Also Cornelis de Bruijn wrote about the rituals he had to undergo in 1674 and made some engravings, which he published in 1698. The Bentvueghels and the Accademia di San Luca. The Bentvueghels were frequently at odds with Rome's Accademia di San Luca, Academy of St. Luke, which had the purpose of elevating the work of artists above that of craftsmen. For this reason, before setting off for Italy, artists would first try to become members in the local guild of St. Luke so they would have papers to show on arrival. Travel to Italy became a rite of passage for young Dutch and Flemish artists after publication of Karel van Mander's Schildersbent in 1604, often encompassing a difficult and in many cases dangerous journey. Artists would spend years getting to Italy, using their artistic talents to pay their way. Many never made it all the way to Italy, and many never attempted the trip back once they got there. On arrival, many artists were therefore fairly established thanks to their work experience done along the way. However, equally many were still young and unknown. What they all did have by the time they arrived in Rome was an overwhelming feeling of self-confidence in their ability to live by their own work. A membership in the Academia had little relevance for them. Traditionally, the lowbrow qualities of the Bentvueghels' activities have been emphasized over their intellectual and artistic pursuits. David Levine suggests instead that academic art pedagogy, with its emphasis on repetitive copying, might well have struck members of the Bentvueghels as a low, mechanical process in contrast to their truly humanistic approach. Artists such as Peter van Laer, however, belong to both organizations. Known members. The earliest known publication listing the members is the book by Arnold Houbraken, an artist and engraver who never traveled to Italy, but who used the Bentvueghels membership list as a source for his book. De Groot Schouwburg der Nederlandse Kunstschilders en Schildersen. In 1718, whenever possible, he gives the nickname a Bent of the painter in his biographical sketches. The original members of the group were also depicted in a series of drawings made around 1620. Among those appearing in the drawings are Cornelis van Poelenburch, Bartholomew's Breenberg, Dirk van Baburen, Paulus Bohr, Cornelis Schutt and Simon Ade. Upon initiation, members were given aliases that were often classical gods and heroes, such as Bacchus, Cupid, Hector, Meleger, Cephalus, Pyramus, Orpheus, etc. Sometimes, however, the aliases were witty or semi-obscene in keeping with the general activities of the society. Some of the members with known aliases or bent names: Willem van Aelst, Vogelverschrikker, Scarecrow, Simon Ade, Tavernaire, Wizard, Janus Elaine, Crabetcher, Little Crab, because of a handicap on his right hand, Dirk van Baburen, Beervlieg, Beerfly, David Beck, Golden Scepter, Jan van Beelit, Aeneas, one of the founders, Cornelis Bloemet's Winter, Jan Frans van Bloemen, Horizonte, Norbert van Bloemen, Cephalus, Peter van Bloemen, Standaard, or Stendardo, Standard, Jacques Blondeau, Wayman, Meadowman, Jan Boekhorst, Longy Jan, Tall John, Paulus Bohr, Orlando, Francis van Bossut, W. Anma, Delegate, Leonard Bramer, Nestafat, Fidget, Bartholomew's Breenberg, Hetfret, The Ferret, Abraham Bruegel, Reingraf, or Ringrath, the Duke of the Rhine, which was an old aristocratic title in Northern Europe, Jan Baptist Bruegel, Meleger, Cornelis de Bruijn, Adonis, Wouter Krabath II, Almanac, Timonantes Z, Cracked Boterkul, or Boterkul, Butterball, Ignatius Kroon, Goutvink, or Goutvink, Bullfinch, Willem Doudijns, Diomedes, Karel Dujardin, Barber die Becco, or Bokkebart, Goatbeard, Wybrand de Geest, de Vries Adelaar, Frisian Eagle, Peter Granuagen, Leeuw, Lion, Renier van Heukelom, Wolf, Samuel van Hoogstraten, Batavier, Batavian, Peter van der Hulst, Zonbloem, Sunflower, Willem van Ingen, Denierson, the first one, Adrian van der Kabel, Geestide, Humor, Peter van Laer, Il Bamboccio, Ugly Puppet, Jan Linson, Hermaphrodite, Jacob Leysons, Notencraker, Nutcracker, Hendrik Frans van Lint, Study, Johann Lis Pan, Willem Molane, another founder, Peter Mullier the Younger, Tempest, Franciscus de Neve, 2, Bluzerken, Little Blower, Reinier van Persijn, Narcissus, Cornelis van Poelenburg, Setter, also a founder, Luigi Primo, Gentile, or Gentile, Gentle, Otto Marcius van Schreik, Snuffelair, Sniffer, Jacob van Staverden, Ivor, Diligence, Herman van Swanevelt, Heremiot, Hermit, Augustinus Terweston, Patrice Vogel, Partridge, Robert Duval, La Fortune, Peter Verbruggen II, Ballon, quote, Balloon, Karel van Vogelaar, Distelbloem, Jan Baptist Weenix, Rattle, because of a speech defect. T. Theodore Wilkins, Gojul, Good Intention, Matthias Withus, Calzetta Bianca, White Hose, Gaspar de Witt, Grondel, Gudgeon, Johansia Niels, Lely, or Lely, Lily. See also, the Guild of Romanists was a Flemish club, containing many artists, for those who had visited Rome and settled in Antwerp. Notes. Sources. Some of the information here is taken from the corresponding Dutch article about the Bentvueghels. Haskell, Francis. Patrons and Painters. Art and Society in Baroque Italy. Yale University Press. 1980. ISBN 0-300-02537-8. Killian, Jennifer M., Jan Baptist, Giovanni Battista, Weenix, Grove Art Online. Oxford University Press. 29 October 2007. Levine, David A. The Bentvueghels. Bond Académique. In IL 60. Essays honoring Irving Lavin on his 60th birthday. Ed. Marilyn Ehrenberg Lavin. New York. Italica Press. 1990. pp. 207-219. ISBN 0-934-977-186. Levine, David A. Schildersbent. Bent. Grove Art Online. Oxford University Press. 15 March 2007. Sliv. Seymour. Dutch Painting 1600-1800. Yale University Press. Pelican History of Art. New Haven. Con. Yale University Press. 1995. ISBN 0-300-06418-7.